All right, we are just about to go into Wayback Burgers. Gonna have a quick dinner with my wife, and then the kids want me to go paddleboarding with them, and my success rate at paddleboard is 0. I can't stand up on the thing, and I didn't realize that you have to kneel first to get used to it and stuff. So didn't know, but for some reason I think I feel like I'm being set up by my kids, that they're gonna film me falling over on this paddleboard and going into the water. Anyways, that's not why I wanted to make this video. I wanted to make this video because on this channel, obviously we talk about Black Swan events, we talk about the book of Revelation, we talk about end time stuff, and I honestly believe that the biggest Black Swan event in the history of mankind will be the rapture of the church, the body of Christ. And when I say imminent, some people just go crazy, like their heads just blow up and this kind of stuff. And I'm talking about the idea that it could happen sooner than later. And I think there is a consensus where a lot of people are thinking differently now. They're going, something's up. There's all these kind of fires and stuff. And even I was mentioning in another video, like, we're not 100% sure if some of these fires aren't done intentionally. I know where I grew up, back in Fort McMurray, that place was almost wiped out completely by a fire about 12 years ago or so, and it was devastating. The whole place went up in flames. But there were rumors of people starting fires for insurance purposes. You'd see a home that was perfectly fine, and then a home on the left would be burnt to a crisp. The home on the right would be burnt to a crisp. So then they would throw a propane tank in the basement or whatever and light it on fire in order to get the insurance. But then the firefighters would show up and say, well, this one looks like it was actually started by a person. So I'm just waiting for some of the investigations to take place in Maui and all these other places to see if some of these fires weren't started as well, because it wouldn't take much. It wouldn't take much with these blue lasers that you can get on Amazon to start a fire from hundreds of meters away. It wouldn't take long to do that. So the reason why I want to make this quick video today is just to say that, what, no matter what, Jesus has a plan, and it doesn't matter if I predict this afternoon that Jesus can come. It's going to be according to his timetable. It's not going to be according to mine. So I'm not going to handcuff his hands or anything by predicting dates. What predicting dates does is it messes up some people's mind, because then they can't sleep at night for whatever reason, good or bad. They can't sleep, because I know when I was mentioning a couple of YouTube channels that were targeting a certain date, I couldn't sleep. I had a hard time sleeping, not because I was fearful or anything, but it was more, I was starting to think about things that I had to let go of, which was, I started thinking about last times of going for walks on earth. Like, the flesh kicked into high gear, and that's one of the reasons that I've learned that you don't say a date. It's more because of the flesh. And I don't mind if people are like, yeah, I think this could be a reasonable day, maybe next week or whatever it is. But I know what happens is your flesh gets into high gear, and it starts playing with your mind and all this kind of stuff. But I'm not going to give an exact date on this video, but I would be surprised if we're still here at the end of September. How about that? I would be surprised. It would be surprising. And I love doing things with family, all kinds of stuff. I love my job. I love work, all that stuff. So I'm not escaping. I'm just saying that the way that things are lining up, it would be a surprise if we're still here by October 1st, meaning we could be raptured out of here. It could be imminent. And there's going to be people that are watching this video that are going to be like, Matthew 24, nobody knows the day or the hour. How about the season? How about the season? We know that Jesus wasn't talking about a 60-minute time frame. Whenever he mentions hour, he's talking about a frame of time. For example, when he was arrested, he was saying that I was with you in the temple preaching every day and you guys didn't do anything, but now you're arresting me. Why? Because this is your hour. Jesus wasn't starting the clock on his watch going, you got 60 minutes to arrest me and put me on the cross and bury me and all this kind of stuff. That's not what he was saying. It's almost like 15 minutes of fame. When people say that, they're not saying you have 15 minutes. They're saying this is your time to shine. Right here, right now. So when we're talking about end times, when we're talking about a Black Swan event, which is something that is unpredictable, like you don't know when, you don't know which hour it's going to happen, and it's catastrophic. Like financially, things are going to be upheaved. And on the other side of it, it's you don't know until you're on the other side of it. So that's what we're talking about, Black Swan events and all this. So hopefully that makes sense in this video. We think it's imminent. Thanks for watching.